BET's news coverage has sort of gone up and down depending on whether or not we feel there's a market for it. We tried news and public affairs 2 or 3 times a week. We've tried it once a week on weekends. We've tried Sunday afternoon talk show. It's never seemed to have gained any traction with viewers and or advertisers for that matter. And so as a result of that, we've sort of decided the better way to do it is to integrate it in our sort of a programming flow with news, regular scheduled news brief throughout our prime time day, and to provide quarterly news kind of specials, as well as have the flexibility to go 24 hours or 4 hours to deal with any major issue that comes up. We went 24 hours, for example, with the Million Man March. We covered from beginning to end Commerce Secretary Ron Brown's funeral. We just recently held a telethon for the flood victims and raised about $11 million. So what we look at our news programming as maintaining flexibility to be on top of issues when we need to speak to African Americans, and also to put our news briefs in programming where people who might not normally be impacted by news, i.e. the video audience, will also get it, as well as some of the primetime audience.
What about some of the big stories, like the O.J. Simpson trial, that kind of thing? How was that handled?
That was a talk show. That came under our public affairs arm, where we got a chance to get the so-called interview of the trial of the century, the O.J. trial, and at the time it was one of our highest-rated programs and one that brought a lot of attention to BET.
How was that interview secured?
I think after everybody else turned O.J. down because they wouldn't agree to certain conditions, he contacted us through various sources, and I went out and met with him, and sort of laid down our ground rules, and he laid down his ground rules, and we agreed that we would put it on, and that's how it happened.
Yeah, what were the ground rules?
It's basically we wouldn't ask him if he killed Nicole. That was the only one, really.
Everything else is fair game?
Everything else was fair game.
Were there other situations you had like that with interviews?
Where there are ground rules? No, I think when we did an interview with Vanessa Williams after she had been done a spread in Playboy, we agreed not to show the photos as part of the interview and things like that. But to us, our primary objective was to make sure that African Americans had a chance to see African Americans talk about whatever they wanted to talk about.